Hello everyone, this is Alex does Sudoku, and it is another New York Times hard Sudoku for you today on Monday the 24th of August. Let's dive right in, and starting with the ones, we're going to put in the slider notations from 1 to 9, but actually place values in where we can, otherwise we put in the slider notations. I saw these two ones and that one locking a 1 in. And these two ones in conjunction locks a pair of ones up there. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So that's sort of ones, I believe. So let's have a look at 2. So I've got a pair of 2s here, thanks to this 2, which also locks a pair of 2s up there because this creates a pointed pair. 2, 2. So that 2 and this 2 locks a pair of pointed 2s over there. So that's now got to be a 2 because we just cleared out a pencil marking. 2, 2, 2, 2. And I think that's all we can do with 2. So what about 3s? 3s, we've got nothing. 4s, we've got a pair of 4s here, thanks to these two 4s. We've also got a pair of 4s. Oh, actually, yeah, it's over here, not over there. Sorry. Yeah, it's a bit late, so I'm feeling a bit tired. Let's see, 4, 4. So these 4s and these 4s didn't form anything else. So what about 5s? I got a pair of 5s here, thanks to these two 5s. And they also form a pair of 5s here, thanks to those two. 5, 5, 5. Got another pair of 5s here. And these are always useful because it basically means I've got a pair of 5s locked in. So there are two ways of looking at this. Something sees this cell with the 5 and sees that cell with a 5. So on this row, I've only got 2 places for the 5. The other way of looking at it by using the pencil marking is, if you pencil in a pair of 5s, look across and see another pair of pencil mark of 5s on the same rows, then it's safe to say whatever we haven't got has to be the correct 5. Or rather, they have to be locked in those that row basically, and obviously columns if we're looking at the other angle. Let's look at 6s now because we've done all we can to 5s. We've only got 2 6s, so can't do anything. That's 7. I've got a pair of 7s here. That creates a pair of 2s and 7s, which is always useful. It also locks a pair of 7s down there. I'm going to finish with the 7s before although actually we've only got 1 7, so 7 is the weak number. But locking a pair of 2s and 7s here means I've got a triple on this row, and that 6 enables us to pencil mark in the 6s over there. We're looking for 8 and 9 as well, but we haven't got those. But with the 8, moving on to the 8, well, the 8 has to be in this column within this cage, which means it has to be here in the other cage, but I've already got an 8, so that's an 8, which locks another 8 over here if we look across. And that 8 and that 8 locks out all of those cells, giving us another pair of 8s, which now locks the 8s in here, but we've got an 8 up there seeing into this cell, so 8 and 5 are resolved. So can this 5 give us anything else? Gives us a pair of 5s, so nothing else. What about this 8? Nope, gives us 3 possible 8s over here, so that's no use. What about 9s? Well, 9s are locked into this column in this cage and this column in this cage, so we've only got this column 2 to play with, but we've got a 9 over there, so that gives us another 9 and another 9 here because these two rows are occupied and that column is occupied. And 9, so I've got another pair of 9s down here thanks to these two 9s and that 9 interacting with them, and I think that's all the 9s. So let's see, we've got a pair here which are 3s and 7s, and we haven't got, we've got 7s here and we've got a pointer pair of 7s, so that's a 3 and that's a 7, so that's a row filled in. What can the 3 give us? 3 gives us a pair of 3s up there because of these two 3s, and nothing else there. What about this 7? 7, 7. A 7 doesn't give us anything, so why don't we have a look in here? We've got another... Actually, let's look at this pair, because we've got 2s and 7s here locking those two cells. We've got a 1, 6 pair over there, but we can't resolve them just yet. What about over here? We've got 1, 6 and 4. We've got a 6 there, so that's 1 and 4. That's 1, 6 and 4, and that's 1 and 6. So, but at least that means we've got a pair of 4s in here. And does that help us in any way? Not really. No. Okay. Anything else? Can't see any more triples or pairs, so I've got a triple here, but there's 6, 8 and 9, but that's not resolvable yet, and that gives us a quadruple of 1, 3, 5 and 4s. 1, 3, 5 and 4s, and I haven't got 3, 5. Yeah, we haven't got any resolutions for those, so let's look at the grid again. And 1s, we're just going to go around with the numbers again to see if we can pencil mark in anything else, since the board has changed by filling in these numbers in the last round. 1s, got nothing else on 1s. What about 2s? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3s, we've got a pair of 3s up there. 3s can be anywhere down there. 3, 3. 4s, 4, 4. 4s. Nope, got 3 possible locations and 4 possible locations there. 4. We've got 4 possible cells there, and we've got 3 possible cells here, so that's no good with 4s. What about 5s? 5, 5. Looks like 5s are all pencil marked in. What about 6s? 6 is one of the weak numbers, isn't it? So I've only got 2 6s, and they don't interact in any meaningful way. So we've got a pair of 6s there though. So let's see. Okay. We've got a pair of 6s there, but we've got a 6 over here locking that cell. So 6 has to be in these 3 cells. So therefore 6 has to be in there as well. And in fact, we've got a 6 down here, so that can't be a 6. And that gives us another 6 and locks a 6 in here because of these 2 6s locking the columns. And now we've pushed another 6 in here. So that's not bad. What about 7s? 7 is now weak, isn't it? 7, 7. Nope, can't see anything as 7s. What about 8s? 8s over here, down here, in the middle column. So hang on a sec. No, we've got 2 possible places for the 8. So 8s are no good. What about 9s? 9 is locked from that cell. We've got 9 in that column, and that takes out that pencil marking, giving us another 9. And we have a 9 in these 2. Okay, so these are 9s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9s and 8s. That doesn't give us anything. So going back to 9s. No, we can't do anything in 9s. Okay, so have we got new weak areas to attack? This 1, 6 pair is still not resolvable. 1, 6 and 4. We've got the 6 in here, so that's a 6 as well. So there's still 1, 4 and 6, so that's no good. Got a pair here, which are 3s and 4s. Not resolvable, I don't think. Nope. 3, 3, 4. Okay. I've got another triple here. These are 3, 4 and 7. 3, 4 and 7. I've got 3 and 4 here, 3 and 4, so that's got to be the 7, and that locks a pair of 7s up there, so that's 2 7 pair, which means this is 4s, and so 4 has to be there, 4s and 3s, which means that can't be a 3 anymore, and that resolves the 3, 1 and 6 thanks to the Snyder notation. Every time we push a number out, the next available pencil marking has to be that number. So now that forces a 4 in here, which gives us a pair of 4, so that's a 4 7 pair. We also only have 1 digit left, which is since we resolved the 1, that is now a 6, and we've got another pair here which are 5s and 1s. So I was hoping there'd be another train. Oh, here we go, there's another pair. These are 1s and 5s. So I've got a pair of 1s here, pair of 1s there, locked in those columns. So there has to be a 1 in this column over here. So that resolves the 1s and 5. And this 5 pushes that pencil marking out, meaning that has to be a 5. I feel like this is quite close now. I've got another 2 pairs of 5s. So that's no good. And we've got a pair of 6s here. 6. 6 has got to be, so 6 is here, 6 and 4, which means that can't be a 6 anymore, and that's a 6. So that sort of 6 is done. Let's see, what else is weak? 2, 7 and 8. I've got a 7, but I haven't got a 2. Anywhere else that's weak? There's a pair over here. That can't be a 4 because of the 4 up there, so that's another 4 resolved. Surely. So I've got another pair of 4s over there. Okay, so this is still a pair, which are a pair of 3s and 2s. And I've got 2 over here, so the 3 and 2 are resolvable. And with that, the 7 and 2s are resolved as well. And 2, 2, 2. That's got to be a 2 as well because of these 2s. So that 2 locks the final 2 of, oh no, it's not the final 2, but that 2 and this 2 locks a 2 in there, which resolves the 4 and 8 as well, meaning that's a 3, and that 2 looks up, takes out that 2, so that's a 2 7 pair resolved, and that 7 also pushes a 7 in there, and now we've got a pair of 7 up here, but we actually know there's got to be a 7 as a pointed pair there, so that's a 1 and 7. These are 7s and 3s, which are resolvable because of that 3, so 3 and 7s are done. 3 is here, so is that all the 3s? No, I'm still missing, there's a 3 because of these 2 3s. So we're left with, let's go to normal candidates. These are 8 and 9. Well, that's a 9, can't resolve the 8 and 9. That's an 8 and 9, but I see a 9 there, so that's going to be 8, 9, 8, 9, 8. So 9s. There's a 9, so that's got to be the final 9 there. 5, 1 and 5 resolved. This is a 4 and 7 because of that 7 over there, and that is today's New York Times hard Sudoku. Pretty straightforward one today, so glad to see that. I think they usually keep the Monday puzzles a little bit soft. I could be wrong though. But I hope that's useful. If it is, please click the like. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. I will be continuing to do daily New York Times puzzles. So, bye!